Hello students, myself Vinita Shah. So today the subject is advanced mathematics. So advanced mathematics is an elective subject of some board. But you all know guys, this subject is not at all so tough because these are some of the chapters which are included in this subject are already there in general mathematics part of another or some other board. So don't fear guys, and I would like to tell all of you that don't fear to select this advanced mathematics subject as your elective subject, because the topics which are or the subjects which are mentioned in this part, in this subject, in this advanced mathematics part are more or less related to general maths part. So now I have selected a topic that is linear simultaneous equation for today's discussion, because this is such a topic which we will get, you all will get to know, because there are some familiar words which are already you have studied in your general maths part. Linear simultaneous equation. What is linear equation? I guess guys you all know what is a linear equation. Linear equation is such an equation in which there will be variables. Variables can be 1, variables can be 2, but the most important part of to know about a linear equation is that in a linear equation, the degree or power or exponent of the variable, of one variable or both the variable, will always be 1. How to identify a linear equation is that we will just see what is the power or exponent or degree of a variable. Suppose x is a variable or y is a variable or anything, p, q, whatever it is, whatever the name of the variable is, we will first look at what is its degree or power or exponent, what is written at the head or top of the variable. If it is 1, then only it is considered to be a linear equation. So as I have, all of you guys can see that as I have written an example, 2 examples of one variable linear equation where there is a single variable. One variable means a single variable, that is x or y or anything, a single variable in the equation. What is a 2 variable equation? There will be 2 numbers of variable in that equation, that is 2 unknown variable. Equation is 1, but number of unknown variable is 2. One variable equation is 1, but number of unknown variables is 1. Now there will be such type of equation where there will be 2 unknown and 2 equation, and it is always in the, this is the general form of 2 unknown and 2 equation. 2 unknown means, and one thing we also have to remember that in every equation there will be a constant, right? A constant part, whether it is a 1 variable linear equation, whether it is a 2 variable linear equation, or whether it is a linear simultaneous equation. This type of equation is called linear simultaneous equation. Simultaneous means more than one linear equation, right? This is a linear equation of 2 variable. This is also a linear equation of 2 variable. And when we will be given in a question when it will be given two linear equation, and we will be asked to solve the value of the 2 unknown variable from both the equation, at that time that type of equation is called linear simultaneous equation. And at that time how we will solve it? There are some methods. There are 4 methods with the help of which we are going to solve several linear simultaneous equation, and this is the general form of the linear simultaneous equation. Fine. In this one variable linear equation is very easy to solve. Here we can get x equal to 6 divided by 2, 3. Fine. And two variable linear equation, how we will solve it? Because there is only one equation, but unknown variable is 2. Here we just use our we just guess. What we guess? What we guess the value of x and y, which obviously satisfying the condition that whatever value we put for x and y, it should be left hand side equal to right hand side. Suppose we put x equal to 2 and y equal to 3, then 2 and 3 will be a solution of this two variable linear equation, because after putting 2 for x and 3 for y and adding them, it will be equivalent to 5, which is the right hand side. Okay, but how to solve this two unknown and two equation? How to solve it? Now I am going to explain all of you. There are 4 methods to solve it. In this chapter, you will get questions from these methods itself, and also that there will be some you have to form some linear equation. This type of questions will also be asked, that you have to form some linear equation. But mainly these 4 methods are very important. So let me discuss the first method. The first method is comparison. Fine, comparison. We have to compare. This was the general form. We know the general form, right? So let us take an example. So let me take an example so that it becomes easier for all of you guys to understand it. This and we will apply what is comparison method. We will compare any one of the variable from both the equation. Like here, let me take y equal to 2x minus 9. We can write from here also, we can write y equal to minus 3x plus 1. Fine. So comparison method tells us that compare from first equation we have found out y, from second equation also we have found out y, as now we can write 2x minus 9 equal to minus 3x plus 1. So after comparing, we have compared both these equations. Why? Because in both we have got the value of, we have taken out the value of 1. Now here there is only one variable. So 2x plus 3x equal to 9 plus 1, 5x equal to 10, x equal to 2. We have got the exact value of x. Now we will put this value of x in any of the equation, either this or that. Let me put in the first equation only. 2 into 2 minus 9, that is 4 minus 9 equal to minus 5. So the solution is 2 and minus 5. This is the solution of this example after applying comparison method. I hope that everyone understood it. So comparison means to compare the two equations. How to compare? First we have to take out the value of any one of the variable. We can also could have write x equal to y plus 9 divided by 2. Then from the second equation we could have also write x equal to 1 minus y divided by 3. Then like this. But it's all your choice which variable value you all will write and compare, either it's x or y. I have done it with y in this example. The second method is substitution. Substitution means to substitute. What do you mean by the word substitution? We have to substitute the value of one variable to some equation. Let us take an example. Suppose x plus y equal to 3. 3y plus x equal to 5. So in this example, substitution, we have to substitute the value of any one of the variable. Two equations, sorry, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So we have to substitute the value of any one of the variable from one equation to the second equation. Suppose from one equation we will write 3 minus y, 3 minus y, then putting this value, we will put this value in equation 2. 3y plus 3 minus y. See what I have done here, right? Let me write it here. 3y plus 3 minus y equal to 5. 2y equal to 5 minus 3 equal to 2. 2y equal to 2, that is y equal to 1. We have got the value of y. Similarly, we will put this the value of this variable in any one of the equation, either 1 or 2, and we will get the value of x. Suppose x plus 1 equal to 3, x will be 2. So the solution of this equation is 2 and 1. This is the solution of x and y for this example by applying substitution method. Comparison was to compare the value of the of any of the variable, and substitution is to substitute the value. The third is the elimination method. Eliminate. What do you mean by the word eliminate? Eliminate means to erase some values. So what we will have to erase? Always everything is related, whatever is the method, everything is related with the variables, right? So we have to eliminate one variable. Substitution means we have to substitute one variable, the value of one variable. Comparison means we have to compare one variable. So like that, elimination method is what. Let us take an example and understand it. 3x plus 2y equal to 7. 5x minus 3y equal to 37. So, elimination method. In elimination method, we have to eliminate. How? Suppose here I want to eliminate. Let me consider that I will eliminate the variable x from both the equation. How to eliminate? This is called the coefficient of the variable. The number which is multiplied with the variable is called the coefficient of the variable, right? So, we will multiply the equation 2 with 3 and we will multiply the equation 1 with 5. That means we are multiplying the opposite equation with their coefficient. Here the coefficient is 3, so we have multiplied the second equation with 3. In the second equation, the coefficient of x is 5, so we have multiplied the first equation with 5. Now equation 1, after multiplying with 5, what we will get? 15x plus 10y plus 35. And in the after multiplying the equation 2 with 3, we will get 15x minus 3 3s are 9y, 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 9, 10, 11. Now we will subtract it. We have to eliminate, right? So we will subtract it. The x will get subtracted because it is also 15x and it is also 15x. So it is 19y, fine, minus 111 minus 5. Like that. Right. I guess I am right. no, sorry, it will be 111 minus, it will be 75. So like this will be the value. So in this way, and the last step is similar for every method, is that we will find out the value of any variable, then we will put that value in the other variable part. So putting this value y in equation 1, what is the equation 1? 3x plus 2y equal to 7. We will put the value here, and similarly we will get the value of x. Now the last method which I am going to discuss with all of you is that, what is the name of the method? The name of the method is cross multiplication. So here also we will cross multiply the variables. Let me take an example. 2x plus y equal to 5, 3x plus 2y equal to 8. In this method, we have to remember one thing. If the constant part is after equal to, then we have to take it on the left hand side. That is 2x plus y minus 5. We have to equate it to 0. We have to equate each equation to 0. 3x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. Why? Because this is the constant. Fine. Now, if we want to find the value of cross multiplication method, states a simple diagram. We have to draw a diagram so that it becomes easy for us. So for x, under x, what we will write? We will just close or forget the part x and let us consider this part. So what is the coefficient of y? 1. What is the coefficient of, what is the constant here? Minus 5. Fine. This is the coefficient of y. This is the constant which for the equation 1, and this is the coefficient of y, and this is the constant for equation 2. In y, for finding y, we will just close the part y, and what we will write? First we will write the constant, that is minus 5, then we will write 2, minus 8 and 3. Fine. Now comes the constant. If we close the part constant, then first 2, the coefficient of x, then y, coefficient of x, then y. Fine. Cross multiplication is this. We have to cross multiply the coefficient of the variables and the constant part. Right. So x will be 1 into minus 8 minus 2 into minus 5. Fine. Y is minus 5 into 3 minus 8 into 2. And this is the constant part, that is 2 into 2 minus 3 into 1. See, cross multiplication. How we have done it. We have cross multiplied the coefficient of y with the constant of the second equation. So now what we will do? What we have got, x minus 8 plus 10 minus 15 plus 10, 4 minus 3. So now x by 2, y by minus 5 equal to 1 by minus 1. Now for getting x, we have to write like this, equal to 1 by minus 1. Constant is for everyone. Constant is for everyone. So we will, for getting the value of x, we will write this 2. So x will be minus 2. And for getting the value of y, we will write y by minus 5 equal to 1 by minus 1, that is y equal to 5. So like this, in this way, we will get the value after applying the cross multiplication method. So guys, all this for today's discussion regarding the chapter linear simultaneous equation. So let me just summarize what I have told. Linear simultaneous equation can be of two types, one variable, two variable. One variable, there is one unknown variable and one equation. Two variable, one unknown, two unknown and one equation. And linear simultaneous equation means two unknown, two variable. And to solve that kind of equation, we require four methods: comparison, substitution, elimination, cross multiplication. So if all of you guys have understood all the methods, so it will become very easy for us to solve it. And in your chapter or given book, whatever the problems are there, everything is being discussed here today. So I hope I could make all of you understand. So thank you.